Guess what? You and I have only 86,400 seconds a day. And by the way, if you do have more than that, let me know, because I want to pay a lot of money to learn from you how you do that. Okay, it's Jack here. In this video, I'm talking about the mechanism or the principle called time blocking. In the last videos, which I have made an executive decision because I have already spent 10 minutes, I want to talk about time blocking in this video. And if you want to make sense of what I've said on the principle of priority, go to the link here and you can actually see my previous video about the application of principle of priority in my life. Okay? But before I explain the time blocking mechanism, again, can you do me a favor? There's a subscribe button below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love that you subscribe, because you would then be able to help me spread my videos content to more people from different parts of the world. And of course, hit the bell button below so that you will be notified of any future videos that I've uploaded. So for that, thank you very much. Okay, time blocking. We all have 86,400 seconds a day. That's true. What do I mean by that? Well, that means in simple math, in case you cannot work it out, every single one of us has 24 hours a day. Now the question is this: how many of you actually have said before, and I would like you to be very honest to yourself, that you do not have enough time? Comment below, because I want to hear from your honest feedback, because I will be the first one, before even you comment below, I have said this before. I don't have enough time. Because the question is that I feel so overwhelmed, there's so much I have to do. That's the reason why I spend time to talk about the principle of priority, which I've learned from my teacher Alex Mandossian in Los Angeles back in January 2013. So if you don't know what I'm talking about on principle of priority, so make sure that you watch my previous video about principle of priority. This is very important. Okay? Now, I don't have enough time. How do I find out the time? By applying principle of priority is a good start. But because if you do not have a proper time blocking mechanism, you will still not be able to finish the task. Now, let me explain. Like, how many of you have this in your mind before, that you said to yourself, I want to stay healthy. And the honest advice to stay healthy, if you watch Gary Vaynerchuk's channel, you know that in order to be healthy, there's only two things you need to do: eat healthily and do regular exercise. I almost fell off from the treadmill when he said this. Like, this is the honest answer. What else do you want? Like, there are people who actually buy the shit online, saying that by putting something in the abdomen, they were able to go slimmer, or they take some pills, they will be able to have a better health. Like, these all the shit things that Gary Vee said. People actually love all this shit without knowing the fact that there's only one simple solution: eat healthily and do exercise. So here's the thing: I have started working out in my gym when I moved to this new apartment every single day. Now, the power of time blocking actually works for me, and let me explain why. If you said to yourself ever that you want, or you wish, you hoped to go to the gym 3 times a day. Now, you do not need to work out like me. Like, I'm a crazy guy. When I said I would do something, I would do it. Because to me, commitment is a very important thing. Some of you who know me very well know that I'm a guy who actually honor my word when it comes to the word commitment. Okay? Now, if you say to yourself 3 times a week to go to the gym, but if you do not make it specific, you do not block your time out, you will just say to yourself, perhaps you might be in this situation before. Okay, 7 days a week, this is Monday. You said, but today I'm so busy, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. So on Tuesday, you repeat the pattern, and then you will start wondering, oh my God, it's Friday already, I haven't been to the gym. And you know what, let me just try one time go to the gym. And then, yes, I finished 1 out of 3 times in the gym for this week. Saturday, because of your weekend, I got it a routine. You said to yourself, okay, I can't do it. And Sunday, you say it's a rest day. Everybody goes to rest, so am I. So therefore, for the whole week, you only do it for 1 day. That's how life goes. Because when you do not block your time, you won't do it. So this is my this is my routine. So the reason why I'm able to go to the gym every single day, 30 minutes on treadmill without fail, except for 12th of Feb 2020. Yes, that was the only day that I didn't go, because that was the day I went to do a one-day training. I can't possibly do training and treadmill at the same time. So there is this particular day which I didn't do any exercise. Okay, so confession time. Now, and the reason why I have been able to do that is because my weekend routine is 10 to 11. Or in some cases, I will make it as 11, but by midday, I will finish it. So you see that I know my timing. I actually block the time on weekend, especially when my wife is not around, because she is right now doing facial. So I will put it as 10 to 11. So I block the time, 10 to 11. Nobody can reach out to me. Even my clients call me, so what? I don't care. So that's what I call it, blocking the time. So on weekdays, I will block it at 5 p.m., which is quite nice, because from 5 to 6, I'll be in the gym doing what I have to do. And then all I then do is to go back to shower and pick up my wife from work. So I know that time slot actually works for me very well. So my time slot, you don't need to copy, because your time slot is yours. Mine is weekdays 5 to 6. Saturday, Sunday is 10 or 11 for 1 hour. So that is my routine, and I block it so that nobody can disturb me. And that empowers me to be able to go to gym every single day, except for that day that I have to do a training for 30 minutes. And if you do not believe this, I've actually posted my daily result on my IG story every single day. So that is accountability by the whole world to confirm that I've actually done this. Okay? So that is me. So that is the application of time blocking. So another thing you need to realize is this. People said that, well, I've got to hustle. Like Gary talks about hustle a lot. And I'm not a hustle guy. I'm not like as crazy as him, because for Gary Vee, he's known as the world greatest hustler. I don't believe hustling. What I believe is just proper time management. So I actually share this with my students as well. All I want you to do is to apply the principle of priority, and then find out the important tasks that you have to do every single day. Put this on the calendar. Now I use Apple, so therefore I put it on my iCal, and then that would be the one that helps me, remind me twice before the actual time slot is starting to actually start doing the task. And therefore my routine is that in the morning I will spend my breakfast time. That is what I call the breakfast time. The breakfast time in the morning is like I'll send my wife to work, and my breakfast time will be up to 8:30. So between 7 o'clock when I wake up and 8:30, so this is what I call the breakfast induction time, that I will do two things. Number one, I'll read news about what's happening in the world, because I need to get update myself. What are the things that's happening in the world? So does it affect my business? Will that impact on my clients' thing, etc., etc.? So I will feed myself with all these things. And number two, I will actually go through the few Facebook group, which I will see, okay, what are the people talking about right now, so that I give me some idea or inspiration as what kind of contents I need to create. Because how I know I have so much content I can actually give to you is because you guys talk a lot on the Facebook, on social media, and that's how I'm able to know what you guys are talking, and therefore I can create videos for the same reason. And then then after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start posting my content. That's the morning slot. I have two slots two slots for posting. One is actually in the morning for that 1 to 1.5 hours, depends on that day, and then the other one is actually at night from 9 o'clock onwards. So I have two slots for social media content posting, not creation, posting. Okay, so that's the key. And will they take up a lot of my time? Yes, because right now I'm working in a very small team, so a lot of the human efforts are required. The good news is that I've already systemized the process, so some of the contents are not really fresh content, they are recycled. So the power of recycling contents for every single week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or once a month, it's actually helping me to create contents consistently. And then if you have seen my Facebook, you actually know that there are contents that are actually recycled, but that is what I do. Okay, so then whenever clients block my time, because when clients want to book a session with me for consulting, for coaching purposes, they will not be able to call me straight away. They will always go to my calendar. So I have got a very private calendar for clients to book my session, so that they will know what time slot they can book, and I will know, I will be notified what is the time slot they want to choke me in Singapore terms, or actually have booked me in the English language, what is the time for the session. Okay, and I'm very on time. What it means is that when a client books me at 3 p.m. Singapore time, I will show up not at 3 o'clock. I will show up minimum 5 minutes before 3 or 10 minutes before 3 o'clock, which means that my calendar system has a buffer before and after the session that no one can book as well. And the system actually would send 2 reminders before the session and 1 feedback email after the session. So all this already are automated. So you ask me like, Jack, how can you be so productive? Because I rely on my own systems, my own tools as well. Because this is for the people who are running small businesses, you can consider. So once you have blocked out the time, you know every single day what's your calendar like. And then you do not accept any appointment on an ad hoc basis. To me, that's the key, because the moment you accept ad hoc basis, people will not respect your time. So learn to say no. As part of my system on time blocking says, learn to say no. And you do not need to do a lot of things for the day. Like just now I said hustling. I don't believe hustling. All I need you to do is just to make sure that the task that you have identified as important, you finish it by the end of the day. Yes, would that be exception? True, there will be exception, but that is life. So let's say for this day, you want to complete A, B, C, and you only complete A and B. All I want you to do is that put C, the task that hasn't been completed, on next day as the important task. So that the next day you also have 3 important tasks that you must achieve to help you move forward in your business, in your personal life. And to me, that's my very simple system for time blocking. When you are working on that specific time slot, be present. Don't focus on other things, because how many of you realize that multitasking is not really efficient? Like I work with some students, I actually prove to them that multitasking is not very productive. But I don't have the luxury of time to do it here. Maybe another time, I'll be happy to actually share with you this exercise, okay? And then the last thing I want to talk about is this. There is something that is very important. At the end of the month, this is me. I'm not saying that you have to follow this. This is called the me time. Sometimes on my Instagram, you'll notice that I put a picture of me going for massage. Yes, I do. And therefore, I call this the me time, M-E, me time. So this me time is what I would call as a direct result of you following your pattern, your routine. You reward yourself for a day or that particular time slot. That's your own time. You can do whatever you want. You can go for massage, you can go to bookshop and read books, you can play games, I don't care. As long as it's time that you spend truly by yourself, that's okay. So that is what I call the me time, as a reward, because people love to be rewarded to do something that is correct. That's what the parents have taught us. If you behave properly, you'll get reward. If you do not behave properly, you'll get punished. How many of you can relate to that? Comment below. So all I'm saying is that have me time as well. That will help you complete the whole month. Now, being productive doesn't mean you need to be busy. Now, I'm not a very busy guy, but I'm productive. And this is because of the applications of the principle of priority in the last video and the time blocking for this video. Okay, I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. I can only speak for myself. I'm not saying that you will have to follow my pattern, my routine. All I'm saying is that if you get inspired, do something about your calendar, about your booking, about your consultation if you are consulting, or your speaking gig if you are speakers. All right? So with that, thank you for watching this video. And once again, if you have any questions about speaking, training, facilitation, okay, please put your comment below. I'll consider answering your questions in the form of future videos. Okay, until we next meet, Jack Wong here signing off. All good wishes.